This video contains general information from all aspects about Spain. You will enjoy with us. We want to deliver this video 150 to you. Let's start the tour in Spain. Spain country website. Spain is located in the far southwest of Europe, and it occupies approximately 85% of the Iberian Peninsula. Spain is bordered to the west by Portugal, to the north by the Bay of Biscay which connects with the Atlantic Ocean, to the northwest and southwest by the Atlantic Ocean, and to the northeast France and separated by the Principality of Andorra and the Pyrenees Mountains, and from the far south Gibraltar, which was under its control until 1713 AD, and it represents the land borders of Spain, and it is bordered to the east and southeast by the Mediterranean Sea, as well as belonging to the state of Spain, Ceuta and Melilla in North Africa, and the Balearic Islands in the Mediterranean Sea, and the Canary Islands in the Atlantic Ocean off northwest Africa. Spain is located in the southwest of the continent of Europe, on the Iberian Peninsula, bordered to the far south by Gibraltar, which is the only land border for Spain, to the east and southeast by the Mediterranean Sea, to the northeast by France, to the northwest and southwest by the Atlantic Ocean, and to the west by Portugal. To the north is the Bay of Biscay. Spain includes the Canary Islands in the Atlantic Ocean, west of Morocco, and the Balearic Islands, in the western Mediterranean. Spain has an area of 504,782 square kilometers, making it the third largest European country. Information about Spain. We mention here some miscellaneous information about the country of Spain, which is, the population of Spain is 46,698,151 people. Madrid is the capital of Spain and is home to 3,141,991 people. Spain's total GDP is $1.864 trillion. The Spanish per capita GDP is $40,290. Most of Spain's population is of Spanish descent. Tourism in Spain. Spain is one of the best global tourism destinations. It ranks third among the most visited countries in the world, according to the classification of the United Nations World Tourism Organization in 2015 AD, and among the most important tourist attractions in the country are the following. Ibiza Island. It is one of the Balearic Islands located in the Mediterranean Sea, and it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. Cuenca. It dates back to the Middle Ages, and it gives a wonderful example of the architecture of those ages, as it includes many monasteries, churches and bridges. Alhambra Palace. It is an Islamic palace that includes a tower, courtyards, a harem, and many other facilities. Tourist cities in Spain. Córdoba. It is considered the most beautiful city in southern Spain, because it contains many monuments that indicate the various civilizations that flourished in the region, the most important of which is the Arab Islamic civilization, and this city was dubbed the City of Human and Cultural Heritage. Madrid. It is the capital of Spain, which is distinguished by its charming palaces, museums and charming squares, and it contains many diverse restaurants that are open all day. Barcelona. This city contains many great museums, art galleries, and buildings that enchant visitors with their unique colors, and Las Ramblas, which does not rest with its activities and continuous activities, while the Fountain of Music in D'Espanya Plaza is the most beautiful of all. Valencia. This city is famous for its participation in the competitions for preparing the largest food dishes in the world in the month of August, in addition to hosting the Fellers Festival, which is held in the month of March. As for the most famous landmarks of this city, it is represented in the Silk Market, which contains many ancient Gothic buildings. The charming Cathedral. Seville. This city is distinguished by its architectural engineering buildings and its charming cathedral. This city is also considered one of the greatest Spanish cities, and it contains the tomb of Christopher Columbus and the Giralda Bell Tower, in addition to its embrace of one of the most important commercial centers dating back to the Roman era, which was stable on the banks of the Guadalquivir River. Granada. This city is considered one of the most distinguished Spanish cities, and one of its most important features is the Alhambra Palace, which is considered one of the most attractive tourist attractions in the world, because it contains buildings distinguished by the style of Arab architecture from past centuries. Segovia. It contains the Roman aqueduct, which is considered one of the most prominent landmarks of the city, in addition to containing many museums and various palaces rich in the ancient cultural heritage of the city. Spain climate. Spain enjoys a diverse climate, where the weather is cold and wet in the northern coastal regions, and the annual temperature in those regions is 14 degrees Celsius, and in Bilbao temperatures range from 10 to 19 degrees Celsius, and the climate in the central plateau is cold in winter and hot in summer. The temperature in Madrid in winter is approximately 8 degrees Celsius, and summer 23 degrees Celsius. In the regions of Andalusia and Levante, the climate is generally mild, but in summer temperatures reach more than 40 degrees Celsius sometimes. Cities of Spain. Spain is considered one of the oldest countries in Europe, and one of the most densely populated countries, and it includes a group of cities, the most important of which are Madrid. The city of Madrid is the official and national capital of Spain and constitutes the financial and governmental center for it. It was chosen as the capital for its average location in relation to other cities in Spain and because it is not located on a large riverbed. Madrid is located in the middle of the Iberian Peninsula on a plateau consisting of sand and mud. It is known as Meseta, at an altitude of 646 meters above sea level, which makes it one of the highest capitals of European countries, and Madrid witnessed clear changes in its features, which led to the emergence of many buildings whose designs represent diverse cultures, and it also has a group of small sub-roads between buildings. Barcelona. Barcelona is located in northeastern Spain and is the capital of the province of Catalonia. It is the second largest city in Spain in terms of population density, and it is the largest center of industry in Spain. Barcelona is distinguished for its heritage, as it is a source of culture and arts, and for its architecture and building design. Among its most famous landmarks are the Warrior Statue, the Casamila Building, and the Anthony Church, which was designed by Antonio Gaudí, which is considered an attractive landmark for tourists. Valencia. It is located in eastern Spain on the Mediterranean coast, surrounded by many orchards, in which the consul Callicus established a Roman colony, and Valencia was distinguished by arts and painting, as the first printing press was established in 1474 AD, and it was the first printing press in Spain, and it is also called the City of Bell Towers, and it contains approximately 100 bells, and Valencia is distinguished by botanical gardens and museums, and it is considered a city of arts and sciences, and its importance and distinction stems from the Spanish cities that it has the port of El Gazao, which is the most used port in the world. Seville. Seville is located in southern Spain on the eastern bank of the Guadalquivir River, and is about 87 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean. It is considered the fourth largest city in Spain. It is an Iberian city that was known as the City of Andalusia. Populated, and its importance stems from being a launching point for the discovery of the modern world, as it includes the most important port in Spain. Madrid, the capital of Spain. Madrid, in English. Madrid is the official capital of Spain since the date of February 12, 1561 AD, and the city of Toledo, in English. Toledo was the former capital of the Spanish Empire in the past, and Madrid is the administrative capital of Spain, as it is a business center, and the headquarters of many companies. Madrid also became the political capital of Spain several years ago. 6. It is the seat of the Spanish government, public administration, parliament, and home to the Spanish royal family. Madrid was able to obtain the title of the economic capital of Spain, and previously the city of Barcelona held the title of the economic capital since the 20th century, but that changed by the mid-90s. Madrid has played an important role in the industrial and banking sectors, as the city includes a large number of industries located in the southern region, such as food, textile, and major metal industries grouped together. In addition, Madrid is a center for many sectors, such as education, printing and publishing, tourism, motion pictures, fashion, politics, culture, entertainment, science, arts, media, and the environment. In terms of sports, Madrid is home to two famous football clubs, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Features of Madrid as the capital of Spain. The city of Madrid has many qualifications that make it worthy to be the capital of the state of Spain, and here are some of its advantages. Big city. Madrid is the largest city in Spain, and the third largest city in Europe after London and Berlin. It is also the third largest metropolitan area in the European Union after London and Paris, with a population of about 3.2 million. An ancient history. The history of the city of Madrid dates back to the 2nd century BC, and many historically important civilizations passed through the city, as archaeological remains dating back to the Roman era, the Visigoths, and others were found in the region, and there are also many historical monuments in the city that belong to Muslims, Christians, and Jews who lived in the city over the centuries. A strong city. The city has an important political force, as the Spanish government is located in it, and the royal family of Spain resides in it. It is also an economically strong city for being the financial center of southern Europe, and home to the offices of many important companies. Culturally rich. Madrid is distinguished by being a city full of cultural monuments and activities, as it is a center for music, cinema, and important works of art, such as the works of the artist Goya, Picasso, and Dali, and there are a number of international art museums, such as Museo del Prado and Queen Sofia Museum, Museo Reina Sofia. Madrid is home to many fashion houses, architecture galleries, literary fairs, etc., and the city is rich in popular foods, as it has many restaurants and popular food markets. Extended authenticity. Despite the spread of modern civilization in the city of Madrid, it maintains its originality and is proud of its folklore, as it is dotted with cobbled streets, traditional restaurants, and memorials that preserve the city's ancient history. Its strategic location. Madrid is geographically located in the center of Spain, which makes it a vibrant center. History of Madrid. The capital of Spain. The Madrid region began as one of a series of fortified sites that the Muslims of Andalusia built in the year 854 AD, and they called it the settlement of Mirat or Majurat, a word of Arabic origin that is stream and means a water channel. And after that the site of the city of Madrid witnessed a change continuously, and the city did not begin to draw attention to it until the year 1309 AD, when the royal court and parliament settled in the city of Madrid for the first time. But despite the royal interest in it, it remained a poor, neglected, and small city in its area, and is not comparable to Spanish cities or other European ones, and with the accession of Philip II to the Spanish throne in 1556 AD, he made many improvements in it, as he surrounded the city with walls topped with 130 towers, and he ordered the construction of 6 stone gates, and these fortifications were built of mud, so they did not play an important role in defending the city. In 1561 AD, Philip II announced that Madrid is the official capital of Spain. The city remained a simple home that includes precarious white houses resembling mud huts, a number of elegant churches, some high Andalusian palaces, Alcazar, and a small group of luxurious residences. It became home to about 175,000 people, making it the 5th largest city in Europe after London, Paris, Constantinople, and Naples. He cleaned the city, completed the Palacio Real, opened the Real Jardín Botánico, and performed many other public works. Madrid witnessed a number of historical events, starting with the confrontation that took place between the Madrid people and the occupying forces of Napoleon in 1808 AD. Napoleon's son-in-law was able to eliminate the popular resistance, and in 1936 AD Madrid witnessed a severe siege that lasted for 2.5 years by Franco's national forces. The military forces bombed the city on a regular basis, and the city did not regain its strength until after Franco's death in 1975 AD. And it became a symbol of New Spain, and witnessed the climax of its modern renaissance in the era of the Movida Party, which brought the city to the pinnacle of creativity and open freedom. Agriculture and industry in Spain. 4.2% of the Spanish workforce works in agriculture, and the country is famous for growing sugar beets, grains, grapes, vegetables, citrus fruits and olives, and 24% of the workforce works in industry. Among the most important industries in Spain are pharmaceuticals, chemicals, food, beverages, textiles, clothing, automobiles, metals, metallurgy, footwear and shipbuilding. Languages in Spain. The official and most widespread language in Spain is Castilian, also known as the Spanish language, and officially the Constitution of Spain recognizes the prevailing regional languages and dialects in addition to Castilian, and among the most important of these official languages, Valencian in Valencia, Catalan in Catalonia and the Balearic Islands, and Euskera or Basque in the Basque Country Galician. Flag of Spain. The colors of the flag of any country in the world have historical connotations that may extend for decades, and Spain, like other countries, has a flag with colors and symbols that have connotations starting from the lion, which symbolizes the Roman legion in the 1st century AD, and the golden cover with the 4 red ribs and symbolizes the Kingdom of Aragon and the modern era of Catalonia, and the crown symbolizes for allegiance to the royal rule in the modern Spanish era. Government system in Spain. The system of government in Spain is monarchy, constitutional, parliamentary, according to the Constitution of 1978 AD, and the position of the king is hereditary, and he himself is the head of government, and females can take over the rule if the king does not have male children, and there is one government in Spain with several regional governments and autonomous regions, and Spain is divided into 2 independent regions and 10 independent regions, each with a local government, and despite that, the state has comprehensive sovereignty. The King of Spain is the supreme commander of the armed forces and the symbol of national unity, but his role is neutral and non-political. Among his most important responsibilities are the ratification of laws, the dissolution of the legislature, the signing of treaties sanctioned by the government, the appointment and acceptance of the resignation of the prime minister and cabinet ministers, and the declaration of war. The Spanish Constitution supports equality, justice, freedom and political pluralism, and provides for the separation of legislative, judicial and executive powers. Executive authority. The King of Spain is the supreme commander of the armed forces, and he appoints the prime minister and officially appoints the ministers chosen by the prime minister, who has no fixed term of office. The executive authority undertakes the internal and external policy of the Kingdom of Spain, the civil and military administration, and the defense of the homeland under the rule of the king. Judiciary in Spain. The judiciary handles important complaints against prominent figures such as government ministers. The judiciary is governed by the General Council of the Judicial Power, the highest court of which is the Judicial Court, and the mandatory retirement age is 70 years. Legislature. The legislative authority consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and the Senate consists of 208 members elected by pluralistic vote in multi-member constituencies, and 49 members are appointed by regional legislative bodies. The term of office of the legislative authority is 4 years, and one of its main tasks is enacting laws and amending the Constitution. The first creation of Spain, which was known in the past as Hispania, constitutes the largest percentage in terms of area from the Iberian Peninsula in the past, which was inhabited by all of the Iberians, Celts, and Basques, whose origins go back to Indo-Europeans, where that was 35,000 years ago, and they were among the first people to inhabit the region and where they speak the Basque language and the Iberian language. Civilizations and nations that came to Spain. Many civilizations came to Spain, each of which had a certain impact, whether on the language or on the prevailing religion at that time, and taking into account the chronological order of the sequence of civilizations and nations, the beginning will be with the Greek and Carthaginian civilization, then the Roman civilization, followed by the Germanic civilization down to Islam, and then the Spanish civilization, which is the modern form that Spain has reached today. Spain in the time of Roman civilization 200 years ago, before the birth of Christ, Spain was under the rule of the Romans for more than 6 centuries, and that was after they overcame the Carthaginians at the time, and the dominant language at that time was the Latin language, and they worked to spread Christianity among its indigenous population. Latin, and the Romans worked to develop agriculture by introducing an irrigation system for crops that the indigenous people had not known before, and the Romans took advantage of the ports of Spain to export many wealth and products such as olive oil, gold, and others. The transfer of the rule of Spain from the Romans to the Germans, or as they were known as the Goths, had assumed the reins of government in the time of the Romans, and they were ruling the region in their name and on their behalf, as the Romans allowed them to do so. And with the beginning of the spread of weakness in the pillars of Roman civilization, the Germans took over the absolute rule over the region, and that was in the year 409 AD, and it took about 10 years to establish a kingdom of their own, and that was in the year 419 AD. In the time of the Germans, the system did not change much, but it became more easy, but in general most forms of Roman life were preserved. The beginning of Islamic civilization in Spain with the beginning of the 8th century, specifically in the year 711 AD, the Islamic armies entered Spain through the Strait of Gibraltar and occupied the region, after they defeated the last kings of the Goths or the Germanic. And here the Islamic era began, and Andalusia appeared, which represents the southern parts of Spain in addition to the city of Córdoba, which was considered one of the most elegant European cities, and this period was known as the Golden Age of Science, when many libraries and boards of education and study were established, and in general the residents of the region lived a period of freedom and prosperity, and that was of course in exchange for absolute obedience to Islamic rule and the payment of taxes and tribute. Is the year 1492 AD a turning point in the history of Spain, and how? In the year 1492 AD, two important things happened that affected what Spain has become at the present time, the first of which is the end of the period of Islamic rule, which lasted for 2 centuries, and Christianity returned to flourish, specifically Catholicism, and this was done through the union of the Kingdom of Castile with the Kingdom of Aragon, and also Christopher Columbus in the same year by bringing an amount of gold estimated at about 1 ton from the new American continent, which made Spain a force to be reckoned with and one of the strongest European countries. How did the Spanish civilization emerge from which present-day Spain was formed? Spanish civilization continued for 2 full centuries, namely the 16th and 17th century, and its control extended to some European regions outside the Iberian Peninsula, such as parts of Italy, France, the Netherlands, and some regions in North Africa, where the Spanish Habsburg kings and the French Bourbons took over the rule of Spain at that time, and Spain was able to impose its control on the whole of Europe because of the exploratory trips it made to the new continent, which enabled it to bring huge wealth to benefit from it commercially and economically and to impose its influence on all its foreign colonies more. However, the problems and wars that broke out between it and France during the Napoleon era weakened its hegemony, and the foreign colonies began declaring their independence from Spain mired in its problems, as it fought a 5-year war with France, and then came the Spanish Civil War, which lasted for 7 years. Eventually all overseas colonies were lost and King Juan Carlos eventually came to rule Spain and was assisted by a council of ministers. The current currency of Spain, the country of Spain, whose accession to the European Union dates back to 1986 AD, was one of the first European countries to adopt the use of the euro currency since the date of January 1, 1999 AD. A transitional period that lasted for 3 years, during which the new euro and the old peseta were used until the old currency was completely dispensed with after the end of the 3 years on the 28th of February 2002. Old Spain coined the currency of Spain before the establishment of the European Union, and the use of the euro was the peseta, which began to be used in 1868 AD after the peso, which was the currency used before that since the 15th century AD, and the peseta currency was a site of contention during the period of the Spanish Civil War, where the currency was printed by the nationalists led by General Franco, and by the Republicans, but the nationalists did not recognize the currency that was issued by the Republicans as a real currency, and in the end General Franco became the dictatorial ruler of the country, and put his image on paper and coins during his long reign between the years 1939-1975, but after Franco's death and King Juan Carlos assuming power, Juan replaced Franco's pictures on the currency with pictures of important historical figures in Spain such as Christopher Columbus and Hernán Cortés, in addition to his picture. Economy in Spain. The state of Spain benefited from the support provided by the European Union in developing its road system, railways, and airports, and this led to a significant growth in the Spanish economy, so that Spain is today among the 15 richest countries in the world, and among the 5 richest in Europe, and one of the richest countries in the world. It is worth noting that Spain has some important industries such as the automobile industry, the glass industry, clay, shipbuilding, food, and beverages in addition to clothes, shoes, and chemicals, and it also produces a lot of agricultural and food products such as vegetables, poultry, citrus fruits, beets, and grains, and others. Spanish cuisine is characterized by simple, uncomplicated food, which depends on local ingredients or on regionally grown crops. Food in Spain is characterized by being fresh and rich in flavors, and some recipes differ from one region to another. This is due to geographical factors, and the different races that have inhabited Spain throughout history, just as the Spanish cuisine depends on roasting, frying and preparing stews in cooking, and baking or grilling is not common in it. The most popular ingredient in Spanish food. The following is a list of the basic and indispensable ingredients in Spanish cuisine. Olive oil. It is considered one of the most important basic ingredients that must be used in Spanish cuisine, as it is used in most meals that people eat in Spain. Saffron. It is an essential part of Spanish cuisine, and it is added to various delicious Spanish dishes, and it turns the color of the food into a scarlet color, and leaves the food with a delicious sweet flavor. Red pepper. The types of red pepper vary. Some of them are sweet, some are bitter and slightly hot, and some are very hot, and each has its own role in Spanish cuisine. Vinegar. It is used in cooking and in salad dressings. Garlic. It is used in almost all Spanish dishes, and is used fried, roasted, cooked with stews, or pickled. Olives. There are more than 200 types of olives in Spain, and olives are eaten as a snack, in addition to the presence of types stuffed with herbs and spices, and they are sometimes used in cooking. The most famous Spanish food. Breakfast dishes. The following is a group of breakfast dishes from the Spanish kitchen. Frangolo. It is a traditional Spanish dessert consisting of millet flour, milk, eggs, sugar, butter, lemon zest, raisins, almonds, and cinnamon. Frangolo is usually served with honey, and it is served as a breakfast. Tomato bread, pa amb tomate. It consists of toasted slices of bread, to which salt is added, then rubbed with tomatoes, olive oil is added to it, and capers and black olives can be added on top. Scrambled egg sandwich, bocadillo de huevos revuelto. It is a simple Spanish sandwich made from Spanish bread, scrambled eggs, and cheese, and spinach leaves can be added to the sandwich filling. Toast torrijas. It is bread that is covered with a mixture of milk, sugar, and cinnamon, then dipped in beaten egg, then fried. Ensaimadas. These are sweet breads that come in many styles and flavors. Lunch dishes. The following is a set of lunch dishes from Spanish cuisine. Cuban rice. It is a famous dish in Spain, and every home prepares it in its own way, and it can be prepared by preparing rice with garlic, or a little tomato and onion. Salmon in green sauce. It is a healthy and quick to prepare dish. It is prepared by preparing a green sauce that contains green peppers, then the salmon is fried in olive oil flavored with garlic, and served over the sauce. Meatballs in parsley sauce. It is a dish consisting of meatballs mixed with meat or vegetable soup sauce, parsley and walnuts. Breaded beef fillets with garlic. It is a dish consisting of very thin slices of meat baked with a little flour and garlic, then fried in olive oil. Paella. It is a traditional recipe consisting of chicken, peas, squid, mussels, shrimp, and chorizo sausage, seasoned with garlic and chili, and garnished with parsley and lemon. Side dishes. The following is a group of side dishes from Spanish cuisine. Patatas a lo pobre. It is a simple side dish, consisting of peeled and sliced potatoes, onions, red peppers, green peppers, garlic, vinegar, and all ingredients are fried in olive oil. Pisto. It is a traditional Spanish dish consisting of a variety of cooked and fried vegetables, such as tomatoes, onions, sweet peppers, and zucchini. Escalivada. It is one of the most famous and simplest dishes in the Catalonia region, Spain. It consists of eggplant and sweet peppers. Onions and tomatoes can be added to it, and it is usually grilled over hot coals. Vegetable soup, menestra de verduras. It is a dish full of fresh seasonal vegetables, and it consists of many vegetables, including asparagus, peas, artichokes, green and white beans, potatoes, turnips or onions. Arroz amarillo. Yellow rice, a dish made from rice cooked with chicken broth, onions, and spices such as saffron and turmeric, often served alongside many main dishes. Dessert dishes. The following is a group of famous dessert dishes from Spanish cuisine. Crema catalana. It is a type of custard, and this dish consists of egg yolks, milk, and sugar, with cinnamon, orange, and lemon peel added to it, and it is covered with a layer of burnt sugar. Tarta de Santiago. It is a cake-like dessert made with almonds and sprinkled with powdered sugar. Mel Imado. It is a dessert made of fresh Catalan cheese. It is creamy cheese, and local honey is added to it, and it is often sprinkled with walnuts. Arnadi. It is a cake that contains pumpkin, almonds, sugar, and lemon zest. It can also be prepared using pine nuts with almonds, or sweet potatoes with pumpkin. Soplillos. A traditional Spanish almond dessert, made from a mixture of egg whites, blanched and roasted almonds, sugar, and lemon zest. Restaurants in Spain. General restaurants. Here are some public restaurants in Spain. Tickets. This restaurant offers delicious surreal dishes, and offers a variety of seafood, such as zucchini rice with mint and squid, crispy octopus with kimchi mayo, and working hours range from 6:30 p.m. to midnight from Tuesday to Friday. On Saturday, it is from 3:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. Oaxaca. This restaurant serves Mexican food, and it also offers many distinctive dishes such as grilled octopus on charcoal, and tacos, and working hours range from 1 to 4 p.m., and between 8 until midnight. La Fabrica. This restaurant serves coffee and Catalan-inspired breakfast dishes, and serves toast with avocado, feta, and peppers, and the restaurant's operating hours are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Halal restaurants in Spain. The following are halal restaurants in Spain. Rincon Persa. This restaurant is located in Barcelona. It serves Middle Eastern and Iranian food, and offers vegetarian options. Working hours range from 12:30 to 4:30, and from 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday to Saturday, and on Sunday from 12:30 - 300. Himalaya. This restaurant is located in Madrid, and serves Asian, Indian, and Pakistani foods, and serves vegetarian foods. Working hours range on Saturday and Sunday from 1:30 - 4, and from 8 to 11 p.m., while the rest of the week is from 8 to 11 evening. Omar. This restaurant is located in Madrid, and it serves Turkish and Middle Eastern food, and it offers vegetarian food. Working hours range on Sunday from 1:30 - 4, while the rest of the week is from 1:30 - 4, and from 8 to 11 p.m. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new updates.